If people around you disrespect you, it's your fault. Sounds harsh? Good, it should. Machiavelli believed weakness invites cruelty. And if you don't flip the script, life will crush you. Ever felt humiliated in front of others? Laughed. That in a room where no one had your back? I have, and it ends today. Today isn't another soft, feel-good pep talk. I'm about to hand you the brutal laws of power, the kind Machiavelli wrote for rulers, kings, and warlords. Because the truth is, life is war, and every room you enter is a battlefield. You either command respect, or you get eaten alive. And I'll show you how to erase disrespect from your life, permanently. But first, if you've ever felt disrespected, hit like right now. You're not alone. Let's get into it. Most people get disrespected for one reason. They allow it. That's it, not because people are mean, not because society is cruel, but because you trained them to. Every time you laughed off a joke at your expense, every time you swallowed an insult, every time you stayed silent in a room where your name was dirt, you taught them it was okay, friends mocking you, colleagues cutting you off, family undermining you in front of others, and you stay quiet, hoping it'll stop. It won't. They test boundaries, and what you tolerate, you invite. Machiavelli said, men should either be treated generously or destroyed because they take revenge for slight injuries. Translation: people remember every insult, every slight, every disrespect, and it stacks up like poison in your bloodstream until one day they don't even see you anymore. You become the easy target. The one no one fears losing, the one they mock. Why not? You won't fight back. Which one are you dealing with right now? Friends, family, work? Comment below. Let's call it out. You see that bow? The first step to ending. Disrespect is exposing it and owning your part in allowing it. That's power. Now let's dig deeper. Here's the real enemy. It's not them. It's you. Your fear of confrontation. Your need to be liked. Your hope that staying quiet keeps the peace. Let me tell you something Machiavelli would laugh at. Nice people get used. Being kind doesn't mean being weak. But being afraid to draw the line, that makes you prey. Machiavelli said, it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Why? Because people respect strength, not silence, not passivity, not quiet resentment. They follow those who move with authority, who aren't afraid to be unpopular because respect is currency. And if you spend it too cheap, it runs out. Every time you let it slide, you shrink in their eyes. You think it keeps things calm? It doesn't. It makes you a target. The more peace you buy with silence, the louder the disrespect gets, until one day it explodes. And by then, you've already lost. If this is hitting hard, good. That's your gut telling you it's time to wake up. Stay with me, because next I'll show you 3 ruthless moves Machiavelli would use to demand respect. Moves you can pull starting tonight. Let's get dark for a second. Ever heard of Cesare Borgia? Machiavelli admired him. Ruthless, calculating, feared. One of his own officers disrespected him publicly, mocked his command, challenged his authority. Guess what happened? The man was executed in front of his army. No warnings, no apologies, no second chances. One public act of control, and the message was sent. Loyalty doubled. Respect became non-negotiable. Machiavelli wrote about it in The Prince. Control through fear is sometimes mercy, because one act of strength saves you from 1,000 future humiliations. Now what would you have done? Sit there or make a move? Drop your answer in the comments right now, because the more you hesitate, the weaker you look. Let's move. But listen, I'm not telling you to be cruel for fun. There's a difference between being ruthless and reckless. Ruthlessness is strategic. It's calculated. It's knowing when to make a move and when to stay still. When you act with purpose, people feel it, and the room shifts. It's not about chasing conflict. It's about refusing to tolerate disrespect even once. Not in public, not in private. Not ever. All right, here's how you flip it. 3 moves, simple, ruthless, non-negotiable. You ready? Control your emotions in public. Never lose it. Never let them see you rattled. You can feel anger, rage, humiliation, but you show nothing. Stone face. Machiavelli knew power is presence. Show strength when others crack. When you control your reactions, you control the room. You think people won't notice? They will. The one who stays calm when things explode owns the room. That's rule 1. Set boundaries once. No warnings, no over-explaining. One clear, firm response. Someone disrespects you, you shut it down. Example, don't speak to me like that again. Say it once, calm, direct, eye contact, then walk away. You'll watch them recalibrate instantly. It stings, because nobody expects strength from the quiet one. That's why it works. Punish. Disrespect immediately, subtly. Not with drama, with moves. Cut them out of plans, take away opportunities. Expose their weakness in a conversation, not to humiliate, but to remind. People remember quiet revenge the longest because it leaves no trail, only consequences. Add this bonus move. Rebuild your image intentionally. People need to see a shift. New habits, new tone, new energy. You start carrying yourself like you answer to no one. Speak less, watch more, decide faster. Own mistakes without apologies. The world respects clarity. Be the one they second-guess before crossing. Picture walking into a room, and everyone knows not to cross you. Because you control the atmosphere. They can feel it. Not because you're loud, not because you're aggressive, but because you carry yourself like you've already won. That's the Machiavellian way. Remember this quote: "The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves." You need both smart strategy and ruthless execution. Look, life's simple. You either run your world or get run over. You set the standard or you get disrespected. No middle ground. Your life is ruled by others' opinions or by your own command. This is your line in the sand. End the disrespect. Take back control, because no one's coming to save you. And if you won't fight for your respect, no one else will. It's brutal, it's unfair, and it's exactly how the world works. If you're done playing small, subscribe now, because here we study power, ruthless strategy, and real respect every week. And this was just the start. Next up, you'll want to see why good people suffer the most. Machiavelli's brutal truth. Click it now. Let's get ruthless. And remember, in this world, respect isn't given. It's claimed. The world steps aside for those who know where they're going. So step up. The time is now.